Hello everybody, I just want to do a Giants video tonight, I guess. It is the PM hours and whatnot, and anyway, I just want to tell you about this jersey here I'm wearing. This is the Nike jersey, number 77, and on the back it says Skywalker. So I don't know if you can see that, Skywalker. So it's basically Skywalker and Star Wars came out in 1977, so that is synonymous with Star Wars, 1977, the year the movie came out. So it's not actually, I don't know, maybe some really into Giants football people can tell me, is there a number 77 on the Giants? Was there ever a number 77? I don't know. I don't know numbers. I don't even know Yankee. I know number 2, 3, 7. I know the big ones on the Yankees. But once you go up higher, it's like it's a who's who of, I don't know what number did Brett Gardner wear. I think he wore 11 actually. But that's besides the point. I'm not a big numbers guy. I wouldn't mind if the Yankees put names on the back of their jerseys so I know who the hell they are. But anyway, as for our scenario, because of everything that went down, we went from the number 1 draft pick to the number 4 draft pick with really only a few scenarios that could go down. So for us to get the number 1 pick, we would have to lose to the Eagles, which I don't think is a stretch, even though we beat, the Colts. The Eagles are a much better team who basically they're going to be resting everybody most likely. They might play Saquon. He didn't quite get the record. So they might play him at least until he breaks the record. So we might see a little bit of Saquon, but they're basically going to rest everybody, second, third stringers, what have you. But I still think this Giants team going into Philly has a good chance to lose the last game. Because if we win, we're going to be something like the 9th pick or something. So hopefully we lose. If we lose that game, and if the Titans, if the Browns, and if the Patriots all win their games and we lose our game, we're back to number 1. That's unlikely. If 2 of those teams win and we lose, we're at number 2. That wouldn't be too bad, especially if New England doesn't, opt out of their number 1 pick, then we can, easily get whatever quarterback we wanted to get. And even if they did, and someone got Shador, shall I say, Sanders, then we could probably get the next guy, Cam Ward, which would be really good. Either one is good, in my opinion. They're both good. Even if we're drafting either 3 or 4, I don't know what kind of scenario would put us at 3. Maybe if just one of the teams loses and we lose. No, one of the teams wins and we lose, and maybe that would put us at 3. I don't know, but at 3 or 4, there are some options. There's still some quarterbacks we can go after. Some people say what we should do, if that's the case, is wait for the 2nd round to get a quarterback and go for another position. I'd just say if you got the chance to get the quarterback at 4 or 3, you do it. You do it at whatever position you can get it in. And then you worry about the rest of the draft. I would not wait till the 2nd round to pick up a quarterback that I was interested in. You don't know that they're going to drop. You don't know that. And they could. Chances are someone's going to drop. There's that Alabama quarterback. A lot of people think he might drop to the 2nd round. Maybe you do that. We'll see. I was pissed when the Giants won. I was like, I wanted the draft pick, but it's out of our hands. And when you're banking on your team to lose, it's not a guarantee that that's going to happen. So lower expectations. You don't know what's going to happen. we could win against the Eagles on Sunday, and then we're really screwed with our draft pick. I think anyone that says that we are not in a worse position right now with our draft is probably telling a little white lie. We are in a worse position, and hopefully we'll be in a little better position after next week, but we put ourselves in this position in the first place, so we fucked ourselves, basically. So I think there's other options, of course. If we don't want to draft a quarterback, we can either sign Jameis Winston or Darnold. I think Darnold would consider signing with somebody because McCarthy's coming back, and he's not going to want to, be a second. Darnold's not going to want to be a second fiddle to McCarthy. He's not going to want to be the backup after the season he's having in Minnesota. I think he's going to want to be a starter somewhere. So he's probably going to be on the move. So he could be an option. Even if we draft a quarterback, he's going to want to be an option. He could be an option for the Giants or Jameis Winston. But I would rather Darnold if we can. I scouted Darnold out of college. I wanted him out of college over Saquon Barkley. I still think it would have been the better move. Just didn't work out with the Jets, but he's certainly working out with the Minnesota Vikings, so we'll see. So these are some options. We can sign a quarterback as a bridge quarterback to whatever young quarterback we get. There's also, some people are saying, wait till next year, see what we get next year, but it's no guarantee that we're going to be in a position to draft number one next year. You want to go through that pressure again of having to lose every game? Because I don't know about you guys, but I was ready to have a heart attack every week up until yesterday. And even after the game, I was like freaking out. So I don't want to do that next year. I want to be good next year. I want to either keep what the GM that we have now, Shane, in place with our coach, and see what we can do next year. Or I want to get new guys, new blood, and see what we can do. But I don't want to totally tear it down and, hope for, or maybe that is the right thing to do. Maybe you tear it down. Maybe you tear the whole thing down. Maybe you start from scratch. But do not bank on next year. Do not bank on next year because we don't know if we're going to be in that same position. So if you can get a quarterback this year, you get the quarterback this year. Even if it's the guy from Alabama. Even if it's Quinn Ewers, even if it's the guy from Syracuse, or even if it's the guy from Clemson. You go for what you can go for when you can get them. Some people tell me those guys aren't NFL ready. I've heard different from different scouts that say that those are guys that we should be looking at. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. I don't want to ramble on too much, but yes, I am disappointed, but we don't know what the future is going to bring. We don't know what next weekend's going to bring. Let's just see what happens, people. Let's see what happens. Let's be patient. And if it's a bad situation after next weekend, then I'll be all on board saying we are totally screwed. Okay? Thank you, everybody, and have a great night, great week. Have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's. May the force be with you. Later, dudes.